Hello, my friends, and welcome to a very special episode of the Million Pound Mission podcast, where you're going to get to listen in as I do some coaching with members of our free Mission Possible community. Now, inside this amazing free community, we're doing regular one-on-one hot seat strategy sessions, group chats, and special guest deep dives, and that is only the beginning, my friend. Now head on over to millionpoundmission.com and join the Mission Possible community for free, and download your virtual welcome kit so you can join us on our next video chat or strategy session and take advantage of all of the amazing transformation resources I've put together for you inside that free membership. All right, without further delay, let's dive into this episode. All right, Cassandra, welcome to your hot seat. What would you like to focus on with this session?
I just want to catch up a little bit. So I've been doing the intermittent fasting for a couple of weeks, which was kind of surprising. Yeah. I'm sure it's surprising to you too.
Yes.
You're trying not to say anything about it because you're like, I remember 2 months of protest, so let me not say jack about it.
You're like, I do not like being hungry ever.
I don't. That's so true. I still don't, but it's weird. It's like a weird thing. The first thing that I know, obviously I did it for weight loss. Let's start there. And so I've been consistently losing every week since I started. And I'm still getting all my calories in, which is crazy because it's just a smaller window. It's like really, I know. See, you're like, yeah, I know this. I've done this.
But I love the aha moments. Like I love like the light bulbs going off like, wow, it's so many possibilities have just opened up. So, all right, keep going.
Yeah. So that was kind of my thing. I was like, so I have been losing weight, so that feels good. But I have been kind of like in my mind trying to let the benefits of fasting sink in. Cause it really is like, I'm doing it for weight, but I keep looking at stuff about it, like, like little pins and stuff like that about your cells and your this and your that, to just kind of, I think cause I'm trying to figure out, do I like this as part of my weight loss journey, or am I doing it solely for one purpose? And then, so I'm just trying to, me, I'm going to question everything. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about it. And the odd thing is, so I only do this Sunday night through Thursday night, right? So tonight I won't do a 8-16. I'll do like a, 13-hour fast, because it's really just Saturday's crazy, Sunday's crazy. But what happens is Saturday hits, I wake up and I'm like, okay, I get to have my first cup of coffee legit, like with heavy cream and do my thing, right? Not black. And I'll end up thinking about Saturday, like as the day progresses, going, I wish I was fasting tonight. Like, I wish I was stopping at a particular time. I don't know why. So I'm almost craving it, and I don't know why I'm craving it. Like I'm kind of, and that's not a weight loss thing. That's something about, I feel better somehow. And I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I could interject a little note in there, I think that's a good thing to be like, I like it. I have a similar mindset when I am kind of in my sweet spot with strength training. If I do too much, I'm like, God, I hate going to the gym today. But if I'm like, I kind of want to do another workout, then I know like, okay, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I'm craving that extra. So let's stay at this level. That's a good place to be. And our results are good. So we don't, and it's meshing with your lifestyle well by having a kind of a more normal weekend schedule. So we're looking for that balance, right? That's something we're always striving to achieve. And I think you're figuring that out, and we're dropping weight, and we've got the weekend schedule, and you've got a really positive mindset. We've dialed in the caffeine situation, which helped a ton. So, I mean, you're figuring this out. So, I mean, I like your mindset. I want you celebrating where you're at right now. I want you just being proud of yourself, and like you've put in the work, and now we're going to start seeing the benefit. And like you said, with fasting, there's so much good that's, beyond the weight loss. It's just, the autophagy that happens in your cells. It's like little vacuum cleaners in there cleaning all the crap out, which makes everything else easier, building muscle, recovery, sleep, losing body fat. But I love that you're seeing, I know it doesn't make sense for somebody that, I mean,
it makes no sense.
You think through things so hardcore. And so there are two different, well, there are several different types of people, but I think the difference between you and I is when I flip on the light switch, I'm like, oh, the light came on. And you flip on the light switch, you're like, I wonder how that worked. And I wonder how electricity works. I'm going to Google how electricity works, and I'm going to figure this out until I am satisfied with the answer.
That's right.
But I know that can be frustrating that you did this simple thing, same calories, fairly same nutrition overall, just a different window, and we're dropping weight, but it works. So it's cool. It's a very
the window's only a 4-hour difference.
I know. it's
like I'm still sleeping, I'm still doing my thing, right? But it's just that small little 4-hour.
Yeah. It's just enough with your blood sugar stabilization, your insulin levels, your hormones react differently, getting into that state where you're creating some autophagy in the cellular level. That extra 4 hours, that's what flips that switch. And all of a sudden, boom, the results are happening. So it's very exciting. But, I feel like you've got great momentum with that. What about with your fitness? Because I know you're coming off surgery, kind of easing back into the fitness situation. And you've been frustrated in the past just because I know at what level you used to kind of being able to, push your body from the glory days. And I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, when I was 20, I used to be able to lift this much. And now I'm old and depleted. So how are we doing with the fitness?
That part I'm definitely I'm still, I'm just steady. I'm steady and consistent, and I'm trying to just not let that get a hold of me, because when it does, it's really hard to come back from that. It's really hard to be like, that whole idea of like, 10 minutes a day makes a difference. F that noise. No, it doesn't, So I have that mentality of 10 minutes doesn't do jack. So I go to the gym because I work from home. So I actually need to be out of these 4 walls. Yeah. So I agree. Gym. I don't talk to anybody. I don't say anything. I get right on the treadmill. I walk my 30 minutes. At least I found out that, I think I posted, podcasts are for the car, not for the gym. Yeah. Yeah. Once I started putting on my music to walk, everything started to increase, heavy, so I was like, all right, I really do I need music anyway. My ex-husband used to be like, why does it have to be so loud? I'm like, it is never loud enough.
That's funny.
I would tell him if I'm cleaning the house, I would be like, you need to leave, because I would blast the music to just, get through it all. But
that's funny.
So I learned a couple of those things. So, but I am craving body composition kind of thing, right? So I know I'm walking. I know I'm doing what I can at the moment. If I don't make it to the gym, I'll do something on the TV. I think we talked about that too, just to kind of something done. But I miss the, I've been thinking, do I get in touch with somebody at the gym and have them, go back to my old ways of, legs one day, back and so the other day, and just have some type of routine so that I can recomposition what I've got, especially because I have that injury. I still have that injury in my abdomen. So I can't do any sit-ups. I can't do any planks. I can't do a lot of stuff I can't do in that core. I have to do very minuscule little movements for my very, very low abdomen wall, very high, and kind of the obliques. But you can't do twists. You can't do Russian twists. You can't do all the things that I know I can't do anymore. So I'm like, well, shit, I can at least work my legs and my glutes and my back and my tri. So I'm trying to figure out, I have that craving of going back to treadmill for 5-10 minute warm up and then doing weights. Yeah. And then, I'm itching for that. So that's what I feel. So from the workout perspective, I've been consistent. I'm going 4 days, maybe 5 days, getting some workout in, but I'm starting to crave that other part of, Yeah.
Well, what I would do, I think that's a nice natural progression. I would start with one full body strength training day and do that for 28 days. And that way we're not going off the chain. What I would do is go into the course, the strength training 101 and the transformation toolbox. So I've got, and that's one of the best little mini courses I've developed for you guys. And I want, it has the spreadsheet where you can put all your weights and reps, and has the timing, and
I'm all about a spreadsheet.
It's one of the best spreadsheets I've ever made. Let's be honest. But it's got the different movements, the timing, the rest, how to pick your weight, when to move up in weight, how much weight to move up. It's really well laid out. And I've got all the different videos so you can check your form on each movement. And then if you're like, well, I can't do this yet, what should I do in the place of that? Then just email me, and that's easy swaps to make. So, but I think you'll love it. You'll get sore as hell though. Like that's the only thing is like your legs.
I'm good with sore. I really don't care.
But I think that's gonna be nice for where you're at, because building some lean muscle tissue, like I think like this is the next thing. But you've got to realize that once we add strength training into the picture, recomposition is going to start happening. We will add some lean muscle, which will slow down weight loss, but your fat loss will actually increase. So you got to get your mind right. And being sore, like I probably just wouldn't weigh yourself for a couple of weeks, just because you're going to be sore.
Here we go again.
The water retention will be high when you're sore. Just I think it might be good. Just knowing you, I'll just toss that out there. You can feel free to throw it right back at me. But just mentally know that the weight will fluctuate a little bit when you add strength training in for a lot of different reasons, but none of them are bad.
So do that full body once a week for 28 days, did you say?
Yeah. Right. And then once you're like, okay, I'm not killer sore every time, my body is healing, the abdominal wall can handle all these things, then we could go to 2 full bodies, or we could start breaking it up into body sections and go like legs, pressing, upper body pulling, left glute, right glute.
Fine. I'm all about that. Listen, I have my cousin's wedding coming up in a month. And so I'm in the throes of dress shopping, which sucks. And something you can't relate to is the fact that I have to wear, not I have to, but I'm going to be wearing like 3-inch heels or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, great. I have no muscle definition at the moment because of so many years of being, the way I was, 3 or 4 years, not being healthy. I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to like walk around the kitchen in these stupid shoes for like every day for another month to make sure, I don't fall on my face, which I don't. I mean, I can keep it together, but I don't want to be surprised that day on how sore I'm going to be the next day, because we will always close the place. So
I can see that. Just if your family members are like, yeah, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good party.
Yeah. It's going to be a good party. Yeah. Well, we look forward to it.
Yeah. And like we talked about before, there's no deadline for health. There's no deadline for fitness. Obviously we have things that we want to kind of be primed for. I know this has been a kind of a big checkpoint for you, but you're heading in the right direction. Like we have great momentum. We have great traction. Things are moving. And the next damn wedding, whenever that happens next summer or whatever, people are going to be like, what is up with Cassandra? Because shit happened and she's looking good. So just imagine that.
And I feel it's funny because so I have a mental speak that I've been working on. I've listened to a lot of the podcasts, and with Sarah and the stuff guests that you've had on. And so I'm like, all right, this is something I have to actually fix. And it's interesting because even when I'm overweight, I don't feel like I don't stop living. I don't hide. I still go out. I have that mentality of what am I going to pretend I'm not fat? Like I still go to the beach. I still hang out. I still so I don't have that block. But I definitely have the I like feeling healthy. I like having my body strength match my inner strength, kind of thing. So that's what this seems to feel like these days between, keto satisfying me in general. Like I really don't have many complaints. Now doing the fasting, I kind of don't have any complaints after 2 weeks of doing it. It's kind of like one of those things that I'm like, oh, this, as a whole, it kind of feels good, So I am going to work on that dinner situation because I've got to figure out how to. I had your pudding. Did
you try it?
Yeah, it was freaking good.
Yes. That makes me happy. That's my win of the day right there. Yes.
Oh my God. It really did the trick so that I was not ravenous at dinner. It totally did. So I'm going to do that 100 times. And then.
No, did you just do nut butter and protein powder, or did you add anything to it?
No, that's it.
It's good. It works.
Yeah.
But don't let the kids will start stealing it. That I'm just warning you.
I know.
Henry was always like, Daddy, I want that frosting. I'm like, you may have as much of my frosting as you want because it's so healthy. Protein powder and almond butter. Just mix it up. And
I know it's crazy. So I just, I think the only other thing that I am a little nervous about is like I make some keto. I think I told you I made keto bread one time because I felt like having an egg sandwich. So I don't do it every day. It doesn't seem to have a problem, and I'm really not, I, I, I see a lot of keto type of stuff, bread, treats, whatever. And I'm like wondering, I'm like waiting to hit one that is a trigger. Like I'm waiting to so I'm not making keto cookies
Yeah.
because I don't want to trigger.
Yeah.
And so, I look at it in two places. I look at it like if I eat this keto brownie that I'm going to have on Sunday straight up, the next day, am I bloated? Am I uncomfortable? Is something funky about it? And the other part is how long does it take to recover?
Yeah.
Because Sunday I'm gonna have beer, even though it's low carb, and I don't really drink a lot, so it's only I'm not gonna get wasted. But it's just I know I'm gonna have beer. That's a foreign thing for my body. The keto brownie is another kind of foreignish thing. For so many months, I haven't had any so it's always like, okay, can I hang where it doesn't derail my thing and cause a trigger? And if it doesn't cause a trigger, so that's great. How do I recover from it? Because it's really not supposed to be an everyday thing anyway. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you say 6 days of separation, damn Skippy, it's going to be 6 days. I'm not going to touch anything, but because I'm wondering how my body's really going to react,
Yeah.
But,
I think it's smart just to have a little check down list of, we try things. I do the same thing. And I tried some of like the cauliflower crust pizza. And the first time I did, I'm like, oh, I ate the whole thing. Okay. Now I need to realize that I need to share it with my daughter because she'll eat it too, and like she'll do a piece and I'll save a piece for later. And I manage my carb situation based around that. But yeah, it's, kind of try new things, learn, adjust. And
like I haven't made fathead dough.
Yeah.
I see that all over everything. And I haven't made it. Yeah. I still just make pizza on a zucchini instead of on fathead dough because I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah. But you're figuring things out. You got great momentum going, and I'm just so damn proud of you. Like I feel like we got traction. I had to keep banging you over the head with the frying pan a little bit there on certain things, but I feel like we're really figuring things out, and I'm proud as hell of you because I know you're a hardworking single mom. You got a lot going on, and you deserve to feel like you're in control of your health because you're willing to put in the work. So
yes,
super proud of you. All right.
Thank you.
Well, we'll continue the journey, and I'm here to support you however I can. All right.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. Now, don't forget to head on over to millionpoundmission.com to pick up your free Mission Possible Community Virtual Welcome Kit. Now, this free resource is going to show you how to get plugged into our community chats, our amazing Facebook group. It'll show you how to sign up for one-on-one hot seat sessions with me, the PhD, and it will even show you how to start your own local meetup group for that extra support. Now, remember, my friend, this isn't just a podcast. This is a community, and you are an important part of it. So head on over to millionpoundmission.com today and get plugged in.